Hello to a new tutorial. I just want to show you today how to create these type of stutter sounds. I'm using Massive X and this is how it sounds. Yeah, so this is the type of sound and I hope this will be a fun lesson. So let's dive right in. So first, for you to make it a bit more comfortable to see it better, I will turn this GUI up a bit of Massive X. So yeah, for this sound I was using Massive X from Native Instruments, and yeah, let's start from scratch from the init sound. So in order to load an init sound, you need to open the browser here with this icon on top, and then you go to the quick start tag here on the left side, and there you find init Massive X, and this will load up a blank patch, which sounds pretty boring. It's just a sawtooth sound, so the level of oscillator 2 is turned all the way down, and you're only hearing this this saw from oscillator 1. And yeah, we don't need much more for this sound. So let's turn oscillator 2 off. For the filter, you can choose different filter types, but I will stick to this Asimov low pass 4 filter. And here are insert effects. So you can insert these into the signal chain. Yeah, different effects, but we don't need any of that for this sound. So I will turn these off as well. And here are the output effects. And yeah, I will use these later. So now I have just a simple sequence with a few chords playing in the background. And also, I mean, it's just a few boring chords. I mean, it's not even chords, it's just third intervals. And yeah, so in Massive, to get this stutter sound, first to get this wider superstar sound, I will go to the voice section and activate the Unison. So now you hear 3 voices, this is 2 voices, only 1 voice, and I will turn this all the way up to 6 voices. And with the stereo width, you can just spread these from left to right, all the 6 voices, and here with the spreading, this spreads out the tuning between the voices. It's just a fine tune. And yeah, let's stick around 40 maybe. 40% sounds good. And yeah, let's listen again to the sound, how it sounds now. Yeah, it sounds much better now, but now it sounds like a super saw pad. So what I did was to use the modulation envelope, which is envelope 2 here. And you can modulate, or I'm modulating the filter with that. So I'm using this little icon here on top and drag it to one of these little boxes at the cutoff frequency. And if I turn the cutoff frequency down and the modulation depth up, I'm just clicking on here and dragging. Yeah, now the envelope is modulating the filter at the rate which is set because it's 0 sustain level. So it goes from this level to 0 sustain in this time, which is set here in the decay. Yeah. So how did I make this go like the stutter triggers? So the secret is pretty simple. You have different trigger modes for the modulation envelopes, which are set here, like here's a little menu if you click on it. And now it's set to gate, like with each new note gate, it will just go through the envelope as long as you hold it. In one-shot mode, it will just run through all stages of the envelope, regardless of how long you hold it. You could just send a short trigger and it will run till the end. And then there's a loop mode, which means the attack, hold, and decay stages, these will be looped. Like at the end of the decay stage, it will start at the attack time, and you have a cycled envelope. And the loop gate, this is what we want. This will restart on each new gate, but still loop as long as you hold it. And it sounds like this if I hold a note. Yeah, and if I now shorten the decay, yeah, you get these little short, very short ratchets and triggers. And this is what we want, or this is what I want. Okay, so if it's very short, you don't get a really tonal feeling. So you can turn the shape of the envelope, form the shape of the envelope a bit more towards linear shape. Now it is more exponential. Like on the left side, it goes full exponential. Here it's more logarithmic, and somewhere in between you get a more linear shape, which sounds for this sound a bit more musical. You see? So you keep a lot more of this tonality, which just sound better in context. And the next thing I did was to modulate the time, and you can automate this in your DAW for sure, but I think it's fun to play it and just react in real time, and I was using the mod wheel to modulate the decay time. So there are two ways to do it. Like if you drag it on the knob, then you see this red circle. If I now let it go, like click again, then I can move the whole range. Like if I check here, if I turn the mod wheel up, it will go, right to the end of the decay time. So you have the whole range of this knob on the mod wheel. But for me, I mean, it's not so fine to set it, like to play it. It's not so easy to play it in the range as I like. So what I did is I just dragged it into this little control box here. Yeah, I want to change it. And now I can set the minimum time. Let's set it to around 60 seconds or maybe 50, I don't know. And then by clicking and dragging this little red M, which is for mod wheel, I can set the range, the maximum range. Like if I now turn the mod wheel all the way up, the decay time will end somewhere around here. Sadly, it isn't animated, so you can't really see the value where you're ending. So you rather have to listen. So let's check it out. Yeah, now I have the mod wheel all the way up. And if I turn the mod wheel down, it gets quicker. Yeah, so, and if I now turn the release time a bit up, and here as well, and just play a chord, I don't know, and let it go, it rings out. And you can just let it ring out even more. Yeah. And how does it sound now if I play it with my pre-programmed sequence and move the mod wheel? No, that's a bit too far open. Yeah, and voila, that's the sound.